early stage entrepreneurs and one prize. Hi, I'm Bodam, and on today's episode, we will be meeting the 5 final contestants competing to win the Startup Prize Award of 2 million naira and potentially secure investments. The journey so far has seen us receive a vast amount of submissions from different parts of Nigeria. Auditions were conducted, and from hundreds, we were left with only 15 contestants for the second stage video pitch, which concluded with the top 5 finalists making it to the Unleashed bootcamp where they were taught and trained. And now, in their final pitch, each candidate will make a case to the judges for why they should become the winner of the Unleashed as a profit-making startup. Please welcome our judges. Tiwalola Olanubi, the CEO of Dots Media. Olamide Ayeni, the founder of Pearl Recycling. And Rodney Jackson Cole, the CEO and CTO of Prosper. Today's discussion will be about the journey of innovators, entrepreneurs, and idealists. And the Unleashed judges will be sharing their wisdom and strategies that help them grow from startups into global brands. I am excited to be sitting here with our 3 amazing judges. I can't wait to have a chat with them. Come with me. Now, welcome. It's so good to have you here. I'm really excited to be having a chat with you. And I just want to ask you a few questions. Olamide, I'm going to start with you because you are the powerful woman in the midst of men. And I know you've been running Pearl Recycling for over 5 years. You have just been doing so many phenomenal things. And I think the very first thing I want to ask you is, what advice will you give to upcoming entrepreneurs as to not just how they can make a difference and build a sustainable business, but how they can bring in social impact into their work?
Thank you so very much. First, let me start by saying you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. The first thing I'll tell entrepreneurs trying to start is, first, they need to have passion for what they want to do. You know, it's not really about what people are doing. What do you love to do? What would you do if nobody's paying you? If you don't have motivation from anybody, what is it that you can wake up to do without waiting for somebody to clap for you? First, I think they should pick that. Another thing is they should try and find mentors. You know, it's a tough journey. I know that a lot of us see entrepreneurship to be so glamorous on social media, but it's far, far, far away from what we see. So when it gets so tough and lonely, you need people who understand your journey to talk you through and teach you how to move. So I'll tell them to get mentors. First thing is to be passionate about whatever they want to do. Get somebody who's going to guide you, with mentors or sponsors or whatever you want to call it. And another thing is they should not really think about money first. You know, that spirit alone kind of dampen you if things are not going the way you want. You know, there's something about capital with conscience. You know, it's really not about revenue. You have to also think about impact and, you know, just not money all the time. Yeah, I think those 3 things is what I'll just tell them.
I love it. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Did you get that? Now, passion is number 1. Get mentors who can lead you, guide you on the journey. And then in the 3rd place, don't think about money. It's going to come, but that should not be your guiding principle. Thank you so much for sharing that, Olamide. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to come to you, Tiwa. Now, I know you are this amazing award-winning media tech entrepreneur. And I think if someone wanted to get started in your field, what are the top 2, 3 things that you would tell them to think about before they get started?
Thank you. And I agree with Olamide on everything, especially the mentorship part. I feel like young people of nowadays really don't know the value that mentorship brings to career or to your business journey. So I definitely agree with that. But what I would focus on to advise would be finding your USP. So what is your unique proposition that you're bringing for business, right? Because for every industry, there's so much competition already. The fastest way you're going to move, right, would be for you to have a unique selling part of your business. For media, for example, when we started 10 years ago, right, we led the process for influencer marketing. right? It was easy to get into the industry because there was no competition for that. And by attracting clients and brands, we're able to sell other services that we do, but we had that USP. So I would advise that if you get your USP right from the start, that's the only way you're going to differentiate yourself from other businesses, and people would be able to know why they should buy your product or purchase the product. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You know what is so amazing is that two of our judges have spoken about the importance of mentorship. And I think this is so pivotal because if you win, the winner of the Unleashed competition, in addition to the financial benefits they're going to get, will also get business advice and mentorship. And it's amazing that Olamide and Tiwa both spoke about the power of mentorship. So one more reason to be excited. Thank you for sharing with us, Tiwa. And I'm going to come with you, Rodney. You have been the CEO as well as the CTO of Prosper. And I think my question for you is, at what point did you think it's going to work? What point did you think, you know what, this is not just a fluke. I'm not going to flunk out and just go back and look for a 9-to-5. What point did you think this is going to work? That's the first thing. And tied to that is, would you say that before anyone enters into entrepreneurship, they should work for a 9-to-5 first?
So, to be honest with you, I think for us it was going live first, and then seeing people kind of submit their documents, right? So we started when we started Prosper, we started with one thing in our minds, which was making it super easy for you to open a business bank account in Nigeria, right? So we thought about how we could simplify that process into 3-5 minutes. So that was the key thing first. The other thing that came after that, right? And I think what was very interesting was during like the initial days, right, being able to see people submit documents like the CC certifications, the BVN, and things like that. And we were not advertising; we were like a new company, right? So that kind of validates the what we're trying to sell, right? Because that then showed that it's not something that we just feel, but it's something that other people actually feel, and people are actually curious about the service. So I think that was like that was the key moment right there, right? So what he said again about the USP. Right, so that's what we kind of focused on. We took on just saying, we know in Nigeria it probably takes you about 2 weeks to open a business bank account, but if we can simplify that into 5 minutes, then we will know. We know we had like a winner. In terms of the 9-to-5, that's a tough one because I never did a 9-to-5. But I would definitely say it's super important. Most people, like Lamdi mentioned about entrepreneurship is hard. Most people think when you're an entrepreneur, you don't work for anyone. You work for consumers, right? And those are like the most difficult people you can work with. So I believe if you have a bit of experience, working with whether it's managers or bosses, whatever it is, before you then slide into the idea of working for consumers, I think you'll probably be better off because again, consumers can be very, very interesting. So yeah, it is challenging, but it's fun.
Thank you so much for sharing, Rodney. Again, there is such a connecting line between what Tiwa had mentioned and what Rodney is saying about your unique selling point. You need to know your business, know what you're giving to your consumers, and know what makes you different and stands you apart. And on this note, I want to say thank you very much for spending time having this chat with me. I can't wait to see the pitches. I can't wait to see the advice you're going to give to the contestants. And I just look forward to going on this journey with you. Thank you
so much.
Yeah. Now, stay tuned. As always, don't touch that dial. We're going to be right back.
I want to start by asking you a question that might sound odd. Why do entrepreneurs participate in business competitions? The answer is this. Entering in entrepreneurship competition could be the jumpstart that every entrepreneur needs. It forces you to think critically about every aspect of your business. Now, I want to share with you why I think the Unleashed competition is such a vital voice for the young people and why its values are so fundamental. And I hope that this will get you as passionate and excited about the Unleashed future as I am. What's new here is the way startups work. Young people need to be supported through a platform that allows them to pitch their ideas and to challenge their views and assumptions. It's also a place where first-time and existing startups know that they will get the freedom and backing to realize their most innovative ideas. And right now, I don't think this could ever be more important, especially in a society where lack of capital is the major reason for growth. It's been my mission to make this show stand out for the right reasons. And for me, that means making sure of three things: exposure to entrepreneurship, providing value, and entertainment. Now, this is one show that draws in the audience, demanding your attention and challenging us all.
Hello and welcome back. I am here with the 5 final contestants. It's such a joy to be with you. How are you feeling? Awesome. Good to hear. Alice, I'm going to start with you. How do you think your idea is going to impact the world?
Okay. Firstly, I would like to say it's a privilege to be among the top finalists. And I must say I'm excited to be the only woman among these great men with great ideas. And so for my idea, I would say I'm a problem solver. And the problem I solve is the problem of underweight and micronutrient malnutrition among children. So what we actually want is we want these children to grow well. We want every child to be well grown in age, in height, and in their energy level.
Fantastic. Well done. And that is such a needed solution in our environment today. So yeah, I wish you the very best of luck. Kabir, I'm going to come over to you. You've made it this far. Talk to us about your experience. How has it been and how do you feel now that you're one of the top 5?
Thank you. It's quite challenging, but exciting. The application process, the selection and the interview was awesome and also added a great experience to me and my entire team. Yeah, thank you.
Great to hear. I'm glad you're excited. I wish you the best of luck. All right, Stanley, I'm coming over to you and I want you to tell us a little bit about your business idea and why you feel you made it to the top 5.
Well, I would, first of all, congratulate every single one of us that are here. It's not an easy journey. First of all, the application process, like my colleague said, and the interview, it was a very, very stressful but yet blissful process as well. I think reason why my business got to this stage, I'm solving a problem that deals with lack of access to electricity. And the same process we are using cellular economy to actually recycle electronic waste and convert it to smart solar home systems that can actually power apartments. And also we try in a holistic method to provide for people in rural communities and refugee camps access to clean and affordable energy as well. So
fantastic.
Exactly.
My goodness. Look at the types of ideas that are sitting here. I am in awe of our 5 candidates and the solutions that they're bringing to our world. I'm coming over to you, Taiwo, and I wanted to ask you, what would it mean to you if after, on that moment where we're announcing the winner, we say the moment of truth, Taiwo Akinsoya? What would that mean to you?
Well, very special to me, but much more very special to all of my colleagues because we're all here supporting one another. But I think the fact that I'll be able to scale my project once more to the next level will take a whole lot of gratitude to me, and I'll really be happy. Yeah.
Right. I wish you the best of luck and all of you the best of luck, really, just to see whose name's going to come out at the end of this competition. And Sunday, I'm going to wrap up with you. And my question is, hey, we've had hundreds of applications. We've cut it down to 15. And now I'm sitting here with you, the top final 5 candidates. You're going to be presenting to the judges in a 60-second pitch. You're going to tell them the problem, your market, and the solution. This must come with some form of pressure. How are you dealing with that?
Okay, so for me, like we all know, it is very it's normal to have a bit of prayer, something pumping up in your tummy. Yeah, it's natural, it's good. But at the same time, you should be able to manage it effectively so you can be able to get the goal of why you are here. So that's it for me.
I love it. Fantastic. Well done. It's been so good chatting with all of you. I cannot wait to see what comes out of this. I'm looking forward. I'm cheering each and every one of you in the background, and I wish you the very best of luck.
thank you very much.
Now, stay tuned. We're going on into the competition, and don't touch that dial. See you soon.
I'm having a conversation with Akose Enibele, I mean, this guy is the real deal, and I'm just looking forward to having an interesting chat with him on his journey so far. So stay with us. Akose Enibili is a passionate architect based in Lagos, Nigeria. He is a chartered member of the Royal Institute of British Architects and the Architects Registration Council of Nigeria. He is the founder and lead consultant at Alark Designs Limited, an architecture design and build firm based in Lagos. One of his recent noteworthy works is the home of Grammy Award-winning artist Burna Boy, which was featured by the renowned international design magazine Architectural Digest, making it the first Nigerian project designed by a Nigerian architect. Akose's designs not only propel aesthetically appealing buildings from simple structures to complex designs, but he also engages in dynamic and innovative thinking to come up with flawless, curated designs.
We plan to use that to increase production. We're going to be producing 100 units in the next 6 months.
Okay.
For this grant, we want to use it to
We've
expand.
gotten it.
Yeah.
On the next episode, our top 5 make their 60-second business pitches, and we get to hang out with leading experts in the industry. Don't miss out on our giveaway competitions, where you could win a cash prize or branded products, courtesy of the Moment of Truth Nigeria. You can also invest in these startups through our crowdfunding opportunities. Stay impactful.